everyone, we're just going to run through a quick biomechanical assessment and how we do them succinctly. So first of all, I start off with my patient on her back. I start looking at hip range of motion for her posterior musculature for the internal and external rotation. Then I'm looking at hamstring range of motion, remembering that this is my 90-degree angle and this is my 0 degrees. So I'm looking at my 70 degrees range of motion here. At this point, you can take this position and have a look at her leg length if you need to. If you need to grab a tape measure, that's this time to go for it. At this point, I get my patient to roll onto a tummy. Now, I always look at bisecting calcaneus every single time so that I can measure an NCSP and RCSP when they're weight bearing. So I will always go through and measure this at this point here so you can get it all done. And from this point, I'm working from the foot back up to the hip. So first thing we want to look at is subtalar joint range of motion. Then holding her in neutral, we check for mid-tarsal joint range of motion, both axes, looking at first ray range of motion, first MPJ range of motion. From this point here, you want to make sure you check out your forefoot to rear foot. Check that we've got the alignment there. Now that you've already got her in neutral, we can check out what's happening with ankle joint range of motion. While we're here, we can check gastroc, bending up her knee, and then we can check soleus, remembering that we need to keep her in subtalar joint neutral to be able to do that. Now from this point, we can also check anterior hip musculature, looking at internal and external range of motion there. So at this point, I will get her up onto the ground, have a look at resting in neutral, calcaneal stance positions, hip alignment, shoulder alignment, and then get her out for a gait assessment. And that way you will have covered everything off nice and succinctly. Thanks.